What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the episode of The Wiley Show. It is a beautiful day today, and I said it's a lot of stuff that is going on that we're going to dive into. Got a lot of topics to get into, so I'm asking y'all to just bear with us. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Make sure y'all share this live. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up. Now, we will get into Lil Nas X, but I'm going to talk about that last. I'm going to get through these topics, then we're going to talk about Lil Nas X. We put on a good show yesterday. Yesterday was an amazing show, so we thank y'all so very much for coming through yesterday. Now, we want to talk about Serena Williams. She allegedly lost 31 pounds, and she was using the GLP-1 drug. And so she said that she was trying to lose weight for a long time, and that she couldn't really lose weight, so she got on some type of Ozempic. Now, let me tell you, Serena Williams is definitely a tennis champion, a tennis legend in sports. She will go down as being a legend. But a lot of people are saying using Ozempic as a shortcut. Me personally, I look at it different. If you want to get on Ozempic, if that's what you want to do, then go ahead and do it. But I heard in the media that that Ozempic, that a lot of those drugs messes up with your stomach. So in this article, she says she's been taking a GLP-1 medication to help with recent weight loss. She revealed for her first time in an exclusive with Today interview. The 23-time Slam champion shared her decision to take the weight loss drug following the birth of her second daughter as part of the partnership with the healthcare company Ro, which she is a paid spokesperson. In a commercial World Share with Today, she explained that she have lost 31 pounds since starting the medication, though she have not disclosed which kind. She started taking a GLP-1 medication about a year ago, she tells Today.com. She said, quote, "I was on and off medication, more completely on." She said, "It was really good decision I made for my life. You know, I tried everything. This all started after I had my first child." She continued, "As a woman, you go through different cycles in your life. No matter what I did, running, walking, I will walk for hours because they said that's good. I literally was playing a professional sport, and I could never go back to where I was needed to be for my health. Then after my second child, it's got even harder. So then I was like, okay, I have to try something different." She also, being a vegan and a vegetarian, she also Serena Williams' world new celebrity spokesperson posed with GLP-1 medication, courtesy Ro. She started taking the medicine. She said she already seen the effect of her health improve. Oh, that's a good one. At a recent doctor visit, she was told her blood sugar levels have improved and she have joint feel lighter. They say, "I have a lot of knee issues, especially after I had my kid, and never was able to get on my normal level of weight. And that quite frankly, definitely is an effect on maybe some wins that I could have had in my career." Williams recalls recently, reflecting on her health goals when starting the GLP-1. She also pointed out that African Americans have an increased risk of diabetes. It's definitely around in my family. I really wanted to look deeper. She added, Williams' goal was the multi-year campaign to normalize the use of GLP-1 medication for weight loss and help others live healthier lives, according to a press release. A misconception is it's a shortcut. She said, as an athlete, it is someone and have done everything. I just couldn't get my weight to where I needed to be at a healthy place. And believe me, I don't take shortcuts. Williams and her husband, Reddit co-owner Alex, and her parents, two daughters. She got two daughters. She got a 7-year-old. She got a 2-year-old. And Serena Williams said a GLP-1 medication helped her lose 31 pounds. The courtesy road, they said the GLP-1 drugs, also known as GLP-1, works by, they said, mimicking a hormone that the body produces after eating. This leads to reduced appetite, feeling full more quickly, and slow stomach emptying. In addition to facilitating weight loss, these medications are also approved to treat diabetes because they trigger the release of insulin by the pair areas. Now, they said a GLP-1 medication are usually prescribed for either obesity or diabetes. And lifestyle changes such as exercise and diet are usually recommended to patients as well. Now, you have to change, like if you on a diet, so because I'm going to go on a diet and start September 1st, that you have to change what you eat. You can't be eating all that restaurant food, all that food, fast food, and junk food. You got to cut that stuff out, and then you will see the weight loss. So again, when it comes to Ozempic, there have been a problem with people with Ozempic, with the lawsuits with Ozempic. There's been some issues with the weight loss shots lawsuits. Give me a second. I'm going to put that in here. So, because I saw that story, and I said, you got to be very careful. There has been lawsuits. They already got, it's a law firm that actually asks people to do it. They got an Ozempic lawsuit, and it's a litigation regarding the Ozempic because of problems. They said it can cause stomach paralysis, vision loss. Ozempic faces over $2 billion in lawsuits. So this is Ozempic, the diabetes drug turned to the global weight loss phenomenon, is under intense legal and medical scrutiny. Once prompted as a breakthrough drug and a safe shortcut, is shedding this injectable is facing about $2 billion in a lawsuit in the U.S., with patients reporting severe side effects ranging from stomach paralysis to vision loss. Oh my God. So they were saying that in that you got to be very, very careful. The Ozempic, like the GLP-1, they said originally designed for diabetes, shot to global fame when celebrities, social media influencers started using it for slimming down. Social media feeds were flooded with before and after reels, driving demand worldwide. Got to be very careful. It's not good. Mm-hmm. All right. Woo! You got to be very, very careful. I am sending my condolences. Lord have mercy. So, I'm sending my condolences. Hold on, we'll wait till the story come out. Hold on. I got that. So, Debbie Allen and Felicia Rashad, mother, passed away at 102 years old. Definitely sending my condolences to their mother. She had passed away at 102. That is over a century years old. They have definitely sent my condolences to their mother. She have gone on to be with the Lord at 102 years old. She have definitely lived a long life. Definitely lives a long life. And we are definitely praying for Felicia Rashad and Debbie Allen, the entire family. We're praying that they lost a grandmother. We're definitely praying. And she said, Mommy, you have transformed into a constant bird hawk that lives and breathes freedom. We will follow your trail of golden dust and continue to climb higher. We promise to be true, to be beautiful and free. Love, love, love. And she posted some hearts as well. She was 102 years old. Definitely sending my condolences to the family. 102, you guys, 102 years old. She's gone on to be with the Lord. We are definitely praying for her family as grieve because you did lose somebody. So 102 years old, that is something. 102. That's a long time. That's a long time to be living. Okay, that's a long time to be living, and we're definitely sending our prayers. Now, this next story that we're getting into. Give me a second. I'm going to the low up. Let me see what y'all say in the chat. They said, hey, 102 is a blessing. My thoughts and prayers are with the family. I see y'all in here saying, hey, make sure y'all thumbs up and share this live. We got another story here. Gabrielle Union shares that Dwyane Wade's sister and mother was first skeptical of their relationship due to the age gap. Gabrielle Union is recounting how it took her some time to earn Dwyane Wade family trust at the beginning of their relationship. Gabrielle Union, 52, and her husband, 43, appeared together on a Wednesday, August 20 episode of Michelle Obama IMO podcast to discuss family dynamics with the former First Lady and her brother co-host Craig Robinson. After Wade noticed that he and his sister maintained a close bond from growing up, Union shared that his sister, who was 5 years older than the retired NBA star, was a little suspicious of Gabrielle Union's intentions when the couple began dating in 2009. So when I first met his family, the older sisters who were closer in my age were immediately good. Union said on the podcast, we were good in the hood. But when Gail, hope her name right, because she had been the protector, she had been the watchdog, she had been the gatekeeper to keep Dwyane safe and to keep him from doing everything he needs to do without interference from anybody. And before I got to the wife stage, like when we were just at the very beginning, I think Gail, hope I said her name right, and the mother was like, what do you want? Who are you? You're an older lady. What do you want? Union and Wade got together at each other, ended their first marriage. Wayne, who was in the middle of his NBA career in the late 2000s, split from his first wife in 2007. The pair finalized divorce in 2010, and Wayne was granted custody of his former children. Now his children are grown. One is 23, one is 18. In 2011, Wayne was also awarded full custody of his nephew, 21 that same year. Union and her Union, for her part, split for her ex-husband, Chris, a former NFL player, in 2005. When Union reflected on Wayne's sister and Wayne's mother concerns at the beginning of the relationship, Wayne to bring it on Star said, I was like, actually, we both just got divorced, so we kind of was in the same space. I didn't have a kid at 20. I'm still childless. I'm not racist to do that, so I'm straight. I got my own bank account, so I'm good. I just like him, and we see where it goes. But it took me some years really to earn the trust of also from them to earn my trust, so we could be comfortable equally. Union added, now it's easy because we are all on the same side. Wayne and Union share a blended family. In addition to Wayne's children, with his first marriage and nephew, the couple welcomed their daughter. They got a 6-year-old back in November 2018. The former NBA star also shares a son, 11, and a father when Union was briefly broken up in 2013. You know, he had the baby outside the relationship. And Union said on Obama podcast that Trey Gale and Wayne mother now often find themselves forming a union front when it comes to their interfamily dynamic. We tend to have the same complaints about the same things that we then want to take to him. Union said, how do you not see this? You see me and your mama, your sister, you know, and at once Chargate got married, now it's like she gets it because she's coming into a relationship where he's been married before and he have kids. And I was like, not so easy, is it? But you want the grace, you give the grace, and you eventually receive that grace, but it's a learning curve for sure, she added. My thing is this, you know, when it comes to relationship and you dealing with somebody older, I don't see a problem with it. I've said this for years. I don't care if you marry an 18-year-old and you 45 years old. Listen, that is your choice. That's what you want to do. That's how you feel. That's what you should do. Hey, go at it. Hey, because when you're 18, you are legally able to get married. You can do what you want to do. So I don't see an issue and a problem with it. And people just stay out of people's relationships if they marry somebody older and you mad and you upset about it. He ain't marrying you. I don't see an issue with it at all. I can see why you being skeptical because you be like, oh, you trying to do it. You trying to go after the person money, etc. But I really honestly don't see a problem issue if you marry somebody older. That's your choice. Me personally, I want to marry somebody around my same age. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. I don't, that's just me. I want to marry somebody around my same age. I don't want to marry nobody that's 18 or 19 or 20. That's just a little bit too young for me. But you just mind your own business. Let the person do what they want to do. I'll just say stay out of people's relationships, Just stay out of people's relationships. Just stay out of people's relationships when it comes to stuff like that. Again, that's your choice. If you're 18, you're legally able to get married. So it's not a law saying, well, you must marry somebody 10 years or 2 years older than you. Like, no, you can get married to whoever. It's whatever, in my humble opinion. Now, there's this thread that's going around. They said between Cardi B and Lil Nas X, who fell off the most, who fell off, need to be studied more. So in this article, they said Lil Nas X, they said they breaking it down. Both artists are riding high about 5 years. Now they're struggling to chart and maintain their success. Let's break down their career achievement. Grammy Awards, he have won 2 Grammys, taking home Best Pop Duo Performance, Best Music, both tied to the Old Time Road. Billboard, MTV, BET, iHeart, more among the many artists are 5 Billboard Music Awards, 5 MTV Video Music Award, 2 BET Hip Hop Award, 2 iHeart Music Award, 2 American Music Award, Chart Records Musical Balance Star. Old Time was a cultural phenomenon, spent a record of 19 weeks at the #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, the longest run in the country's history. It's about the first song to sell 10 million copies, was the top chart and shouted the most with genres, records including hot rap, hip-hop, hot rap songs. He achieved 3 #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, Old Time Roads, Call Me By Your Name, and Industry Baby. Debut album 2021 featured top singles, Call Me By Your Name, Industry Baby, plus singles like This Is What I Want. Nominated for Album of the Year at the Grammys, 64 awards, annual awards. Single received nominations for Record of the Year, Song of the Year, Best Music Video, Best Methodic Rap Performance. That was a global success, topping charts across Asia, Ireland, Sweden, and more, peaking #2 of the U.S. Billboard 200. Now, Cardi B also had her success as well, but now they're saying that they're both struggling. Now, I'm going to just go ahead and just dive into Lil Nas X. Lil Nas X was caught around being high, walking around LA in his underwear, just going around just high and stuff like that. Let me say this. His mother is also a crackhead. People forget his mother is also a crackhead. I'm hearing rumors that Lil Nas X is not selling. Well, oh my gosh, let's go. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, Mouth Open, for doing that. Thank you, Mouth Open, for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Now, she's saying, screaming, Wiley, leave Cardi alone. Back to work I go. Greetings, producers. Thank you so very much. So, I want to read this really quickly with this come to Lil Nas X. Now, mind you, he's not selling. Come on, somebody thumbs up. He's not in no concert. His mama is a crack addict. He's not going viral like that. People moved on. And many people are saying that he did this to go viral. My thing is, you got to understand, once you was on top and nobody care anymore, nobody care about your music, people moved on, and it's like you go crazy, you go cuckoo. And then I'm hearing that he was doing crystal meth, doing a little crystal meth and stuff like that. Let me see if I can pull up TMZ article that they had on Lil Nas X. Y'all bear with me here while I pull this up. Give me a second. I'm going to read it on TMZ, and y'all bear with me. They said Lil Nas X roamed LA streets in a tidy whitey, hospitalized for a possible OD. Lil Nas X is hospitalized at the bizarre scene in LA. He was strolling down the middle of a major street early Thursday morning, wearing only his underwear and cowboy boots. TMZ Hip Hop obtained video of the Old Town Road rapper nearly naked, flown aimlessly down Ventura Boulevard at 4 a.m. Someone driving past him recorded Nas, who repeatedly pointed at the camera, mumbling something about heading to a party. At one point, he placed an orange traffic cone on his head. Our sources say others at the Studio City area noticed Lil Nas and thought the whole thing was weird enough to report it to the police. As it turned out, several people in the area had reported to the LAPD that they saw a nude man walking in the road. And we're told officers reportedly found him still walking down the middle of the road. And after Nas charged at officers, they subdued him and put him in handcuffs. Officers told paramedics it was a possible overdose, and Nas was treated to a hospital. Law enforcement tells us Nas will still face charges, but for now, he is still getting treated in the hospital. We reached out to his rep, but so far, no word. Let me first of all say this. It's rough. I've walked around butt naked before. I was not OD'd on drugs, stuff like that. I had a mental problem. But it seemed to me that Lil Nas X had a mental breakdown. It seems to me that he's not on his medication, that he needs to go to a therapist, and that he's trying to find validation with his fans and his people. Like, you can't. You got to go get therapy. You got to get on your medicine. He do battle, his mother is also a drug addict as well. She definitely need help. And it's okay if you can't sell records or work a regular job. If you know anything, the Lil Nas X was semi-homeless before Old Town Road became a thing. He was like semi-homeless. And the song just popped off. He became an instant star overnight. But now nobody's really checking for him no anymore. He's not really selling any records like he was back in the day. Let me see how many streams he get on. Let me see how many streams he get on Spotify. Y'all bear with me. I'm gonna see how many streams he get on Spotify. He get 19.4 million monthly stream listeners. So he's getting good streams on here. I just think it's mental. He did release an album called on March 28th called Days Before Dream Boy. And nobody was talking about it. I didn't even know he had an album out. Nobody had an album out. They said nobody know that anything about the ballroom scene, know exactly what it looks like when you've been textbook definition turned out and been hanging around those girls. Yes, it looked like he's it looked like he had a problem. It looked like he definitely have a problem that's going on here. So one thing about it, somebody's going to record. To hell with getting help, they're going to record. And I definitely feel sad for him. I definitely feel sad that this happened to him. We are definitely sending our prayers. But when I saw him like this, I said, "Oh my gosh, he's really on the drugs, and the drugs just had you going berserk." I'll never forget it. My cousin, he got on crystal meth, and so he was going berserk. He was crying. He was posting real stuff, and so I got him in a car, and I drove him to the hospital, and then the hospital refused because he refused to get any help. Like he just refused. So they called me to come back. So I get him in a car, and he jumps out of the car when the car was moving. And that's when I knew that I said, this guy is I didn't know what being addicted to crystal meth was because I wasn't around crystal meth addicts. So when I got around, I was like, oh my God, this is like really, really bizarre. This is really, really crazy. But drugs is not good. I thank God I've never tried any of those type of drugs. Thank God that I'm not a drug addict, but it's really, really rough. When you go through mentally, it does something to you. I know when I was going through mentally, I took all my clothes off and I went inside the 7-Eleven and I urinated on the floor and went to another store, still had my clothes off and just walking down the street with no clothes on. And the police came, put me in handcuffs, and they contacted paramedics. Paramedics took me to took me to the hospital to get treatment. But I believe in Lil Nas X instance that it is mental health, that he do have a mental problem, that he is putting this out and doing all this stuff is really, really crazy. Him in the cowboy boots and his underwear is really, really sad. Him charging his officers. He definitely need the help. Definitely need the help, man. It's just really, really crazy. But because this album, people wasn't studying this album. Let me see this album charted. Let me see. Did this album chart? Days before Dream Boy. Let me see. Days before Dream Boy. Lil Nas X album sales. Let me see. Okay. Now wait a minute. They're saying somebody's. So according to this, they say there's no album sales available. There's no sales figures available. What? No sales figures available? Give me some album sales. How is it not available? Okay, I'm reading right here. Give me a second. Oh wait, that's gone. That's not letting me do that. I'm just saying, no album sales available. Okay, who streamed his new song? Who streamed his new album? Anybody purchased Lil Nas X new album? Press one in here. It's really, really sad, y'all. I'm gagging. I'm sad that this happened to him. Obviously, it's some mental stuff going on. Some mental stuff going on. He did drop a series of songs, but people just not interested. People move on. People literally move on. They like in the music industry, people are so fickle. They be with you one day, and the next day they move on. It's just really, really sad. Let me see if I can find the views on here. Okay. So they said it debuted with 460,000 streams. That's not nothing. Because he used to have a lot of streams. Let me go and see if I can. Wow, let me pop this in here. Give me a second. Let's see here. He definitely needs the help. He definitely needs help. A lot of people say he's doing this, to go viral and to get media attention. That could be true, but I definitely believe it's some mental stuff going on. I definitely believe it's some mental stuff going on. Let me see in his videos. Let me see. No, like he have flopped hard. Like Hotbox did only 3.7 views. Switch did only 469,000. Big Dummy only did 479,000. Dream Boy did 448,000. No, like people ain't been streaming him like this. I see why the crash out. I see why he crashing out. And then when he was making fun of Jesus, doing like the Jesus stuff, you got to be careful with that stuff. You got to be careful. Remember, he was making fun of Jesus Christ. He was getting on the cross and stuff. Did y'all remember that? And he was up there saying about the Jesus stuff. And I'm like, you got to be careful. You can't be doing stuff like that. And now like he lost it. He was at that playing stuff about the Jesus stuff. He was like church stuff. He was making fun of it almost. He was really, really making fun of it. It's sad. You got to be careful. I mean, it's really sad. It's sad. Lil Nas X is my favorite artist. This is the price of fame. A lot of pressure, stress. Hot one day, next day, no one calls to any events. That's true. That is so true. They say look and talk like to not walking down the street. If anyone else watch, They said, I'm looking right here. They said everyone doesn't have mental problems. His problem is that he played with God. That's what people are saying. Let me see if I can drop the link if anybody want to call in to speak about it before I go into these other topics. What is your whole point of it? Kimberly, do you want to come on? Prada, do you want to come on? Natasha, do you want to come on? What is y'all thoughts on all of this when you lose? Like when you literally like lose your mind when it comes to stuff like this, and it's really sad that this is going on. And here it's just really sad. And the Trump client, everything liberal getting shut down. And a lot of people was like he was viral at one point. A lot of people was watching his show. I mean, watching his videos. Watching him as a talented be. Now people is not tuning in and watching him. They're not. They're not watching him. Let me go to his Instagram and see that he posts something on Instagram. Let me see. Let me see that he posts something on his Instagram page. Let me see. Let me see. Did he post something? Because I know he in jail. He's in the hospital. But yeah, he been posting like weird stuff. He posted stuff that he was drawing real stuff. Kimberly, you are live. How you doing, Kimberly?
Hey, Wally, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, Lil Nas, my opinion on him, he went too far playing with God. You know, you can't do that. He ain't got no mental problems. He crossed the wrong person, and that was the Lord Jesus Christ, our Savior. You seen that video, that was too much, you know. That was just too much, man. But all we could do is pray for him, you know. I heard he said that he said that he's straight now, that he want to have a family, a wife and kids and all this stuff. I don't know, but he messed around and messed with the wrong person, and that was the Lord.
I'll just say some of his videos. He was posting a video with him in cowboy boots, singing in cowboy boots with a bathrobe on, hair not cut, and it's just like he lost it. And when you make fun of God, that it does something to your spirit because you will go crazy. And he started with the mimic of worshiping the devil. Do y'all remember that when he was saying he had a video twerking on the devil? And all that?
That's the one. Yep. Sliding down the pole on the devil and all this craziness, and them demons got a hold of him.
Absolutely. Natasha, you live.
Hello, Wiley. Hello, Kimberly. Hello,
audience. How you doing?
Good, thank you. I think that Lil Nas, if he would have been himself and just stayed a clean-cut young black man, he would have done so much better. But I think those people got to him and made him something that he wasn't. Because I don't think Lil Nas X would have been playing with the devil and making fun of Jesus and doing all that on his own. But he got around those people who manipulated him and made him and over-sexualized him.
Yeah.
Because he was, you know, singing and kids loved him. And then he decided that it was the people around him that's like, no, you have to come out and be sexy and be sexual and dance with the devil. And it was all those people left him because they used Lil Nas up for what they needed, and then they just left. Because he's a talented young man, but he went to the pressure listening to those people.
Yeah, they ciphered his powers. They took his energy and left him to die.
That's exactly what happened.
But that's what Satan will do to you. He will get you that way.
Yeah. Well, thank you for having me on. I just wanted to get that out. And everybody have a blessed day.
Do you think it's because he's flopping? Do you think that because the albums is not selling like it was and people not talking about it like he was, do you think that is a part of the mental decline?
I think they used him for a ritual, personally.
Yeah.
I think he was used in a ritual and didn't even know it.
That was a big ritual too.
Hmm.
Definitely.
And that drains you.
That was the big F you to Jesus. Like, what? Are you crazy? He give you the breath you breathe. What are you doing, son?
It
Mm-mm.
was it was you know, they put it as a something artistic, but little Nas, he wasn't even old enough to handle all that. He hadn't even been
Mm-mm.
out on on earth long enough to have all that pressure to be sexualized and dancing with
And then they
Jesus.
have him with some type of shoes with blood and all this
Yes.
craziness.
And who was and where was that blood coming from? Those
Them was
employees.
rituals. Those were
That
rituals.
and he didn't even know it.
Yeah.
But he's talented and I hope everything gets
Some
better for him.
Hollywood rituals.
It's so sad. Now he's in the hospital. They say he OD'd.
Oh God.
That's really sad. And then when you playing around with those drugs, and it's crazy. Like them drugs is not good, especially those like crystal meth or probably powder, okay, probably crack. It's no telling what drugs he used.
You know, when he did that ritual, ain't no telling what type of demons latched on to him.
Uh huh. Anything else you want to add on to Tasha? Or you was done. I think she was done.
Okay,
Okay.
well, I was just coming to give my opinion on that, and I get back down in the bushes, and we keep him in prayer
Okay. Thank you so
that
very
them
much.
demons, detach from him because that video was terrible. Oh God,
It really was. And then people
he
was calling
performed it
him.
at some awards, didn't it? A little
Yeah.
bit of it, and
Hmm.
you see how that's why you know it's a ritual. They allowed that on the TV on the award. Like, come on.
And I'm like, you making fun of Christianity, and look what happened.
Let me
Now
tell
he
you something. You know when the floods happened in California, it was a lady they was having an award seminar over there in Hollywood somewhere, and they had a game and put 0 points for God and was mocking and laughing at God. The next 2 days, that whole place was gone. It was flooded. I mean, gone. They suffered. And she come on Instagram. I apologize for what I said. I said, you don't need to apologize to us. You need to apologize to God. People gonna learn how to stop. Some people go too far, and then that puts other people in danger because of your recklessness.
that is so true. And people that just joined in, we're talking about Lil Nas X. He did, according to the authority, they said he had OD and that he is in hospital. The police said they will probably press charges some charges will be brought against him. But as of right now, he is in the hospital. So this is really really sad. He was walking down the street in his tidy whities and cowboy boots.
Oh man, that's sad. And he
It's so
ain't got
sad.
no mama to help. His mama is a drug addict.
Yeah, his mama is a drug addict. Hmm. Now he do got a daddy, but where these people just be around you for the money, and
And
then
once
when
your
stuff
money
get
gone,
funny, they
yeah,
they move on.
yeah, leave
It's,
him
it's
to suffer.
it's really really sad. It's so strange. He was doing exactly what his mother was doing in the streets, high on drugs. Really really sad, you know. And who's to say he wasn't always been a drug addict? It just really
Yeah,
get back in, you know, because a lot of times these people be playing around with them drugs, and then they get hooked,
and
and they
that's
start
called
embarrassing.
the generational curses that you have to break within your
Absolutely.
family.
Facts. So you guys, he posted that on his social. Somebody recorded him, and TMZ posted it, and this is really really sad. His music have not been selling like that. Did you listen to his last album, Kimberly?
No, I couldn't do it. After that one he did for his master, I just couldn't deal with it anymore. I got enough of my own troubles. I don't need your demons hopping at me through the TV. No, thank you, buddy. When I
I
found
heard.
out Beyonce was a witch, I heard her say out her mouth that she was a high ranking witch. I don't listen to her music no more. You won't cast no spells on me with them brown eyes. Oh no, ma'am.
What did she say? She was a how? What now?
A high-ranking witch on the video interview she was having. She said, "I am not Beyonce when I perform. I become Sasha Fierce. A completely different spirit takes over." She admitted this. I said, And I watched one of her videos one time, and her whole face looked different, and it was like something glooming over her. I said, "Oh no, sir!" I hurried up and turned the TV. Beyonce, man, you done? I'm done. I can't listen to no more of your music, girl. And her sister was caught. They caught a clip of her sister, and they had like this witch head, this thing showing y'all the world that that's what they do. They high-ranking witches. Period. Bottom line. You better not mess with them. You better not talk about her too much. Unless you got God on your side.
Wow.
And let me ask you a question, Wiley. Why they don't never show that little boy and they always show the little girl? I heard, even if my child was something wrong, I'm still going to treat it the same as the other kids and show them. And, what is up with that?
No, I just think they keep him private because I heard he can't be around a lot of noise and they just don't show him.
I have my grandbaby is kind of like artistic a little bit, not real bad, but he be everywhere with me. Like, what is going on?
Yeah, they don't show the boy like that. They really don't show the boy. They show the girl, and it look like the girl got a little problem.
I don't get it. And then you might have a good, perfectly healthy son, and you won't claim the boy. What kind of foolishness?
But Natasha said, because look how you guys talk about kids when they bring them out.
I don't never pick on nobody kids. I can't do that. I don't pick on the children.
Thank you so very much
for
coming on.
All right. I'm back down in the bushes.
Okay, now.
Bye.
Bye-bye. You just never know who's going to come on the show, and we thank them so very much for coming on. But back to Lil Nas X. We definitely praying. We definitely praying for Lil Nas X, praying that God heal him in his body, give him his mind back in the name of Jesus. Lord, watch over him, keep your arms around him, protect him, heal him, deliver him. In Jesus' name I pray, thank God, amen. That he get a full deliverance, that he come out stronger, that he come out better, a full deliverance. That is what we are asking God for. A full deliverance. Now, many people, we just definitely praying for him. I'm gonna get into these other topics. We definitely praying for it. It's a lie. So if anybody else want to call in and speak about that, we do got the phone lines open up. Moderators, if y'all can post a number, I'll put the phone lines on the screen here because I know it's early and I know a lot of my moderators is at work, so I'll post it. No, it's not that number. This number. Okay. Woo, Lord have mercy. I felt that prayer. Amen. So, Akademiks said Cardi B song Imaginary Players is garbage. He said the song was garbage. Her bag and rapid turn up club songs not on real hip hop music. Said her Spanglish accent was evident. Also, he hints at her pregnancy again in the video. He said that the club ready hits and the song doesn't match the vibe. He said that Cardi straight lines and created a tempo club ready hits. I'm gonna read a couple of these comments here. When it comes to, they said, who cares? The loser have to say about anything. Wrong messenger for any topic. IMO. Somebody else said, don't like the song, but this daddy can choke. Oh my gosh. They said anything. Oh, so they dragging these academics. They said, just like the big back food and drink he stays swallowing down his throat. Oh, wow. I can't read some of these comments. They are really dragging them. I find it funny. He said it with honest because she keep these bloggers in her back pocket so they don't trash her. She and academics are cool, even speak on the phone. They said Fatty is in Drake's pocket, which means he probably loyal to Nicki too. If the track would have been fire, he would still be trashing it. Wait a minute. Cardi B responded to someone on the live saying she's 30 weeks pregnant. Let me see if this music playing.
It's like, we're 30 weeks pregnant. No, you stupid bitch. I'm just fucking out of breath because I got asthma, not because of that bitch. Shut the fuck up. Always a motherfucker trying to be motherfucking funny in this bitch. Stop fucking being fucking funny in this bitch before you get motherfucking blocked, bitch. Now put your motherfucking ass in a motherfucking pothole. Stupid ass comment. Don't put that shit on me, bitch.
Okay, somebody said she was 30 weeks pregnant and she proceeded to cuss them out. Somebody said she lied. They said, what project did she record the video in? She's trying way too hard. It's doing the complete opposite of coming off authentic. Somebody else said, doesn't even like Nicki because she threatened him. She threatened her a few years back. Ironically, she had been turning on Drake. Allegations will all week. They said, is this the fat POS here on the work visa? Is he a citizen? Somebody call ICE. He's right. Her team is grasping at straws at this point. Is she reading imaginary comments on live like Andrew Caldwell? Either way, the song is a word. Her flow sucks, and she should have never blown up as a rapper. Folks are just now noticing this fact. They said, well, he didn't lie. Another person said, what TF? Why is she so rude and angry? This song is what it is. Never in a day, ending in a Y. Akademiks be co-signed by me. Oh, wow, I can't read that comment. They is really dragging Akademiks. I didn't think they was going to drag him like that, but they are just dragging him. They call the man fat. They called him the P word. They call him fat. They call him the P word as well. There is definitely a lot of stuff going on. They call it fat, and they also called him the P word. They called him that as well. So again, we ain't gonna be reading all the comments because it's a little bit too rough. So with that, and they're definitely dragging him of it. So Brooke Hogan said police, oh my gosh, body cam. Let me make sure I put it in. It's a new story that we have about Hulk Hogan. Brooke said police body cam footage and 911 tapes contain critical information about the mystery of Hulk Hogan's death. Brooke Hogan has questions regarding the circumstance of her father, Hulk Hogan's death. The professional wrestler died at 71 on Thursday, July 24th. TMZ was first to share the news and say that the medics were sent to Hogan's home in Clearwater, Florida, after reporting suffering a cardiac arrest. They said 1 week later, people confirmed that he died of commonly known as a heart attack. According to medical records obtained by people, the superstar has a history of leukemia, and it's a common disorder causes irregular heartbeats. History of leukemia, a form of cancer that affect the blood cells, was not previously known. Records include approval for Hogan to be cremated. On Wednesday, August 20th, Brooke went on her Instagram story to post a lengthy statement about what she does and does not know about her father's death, noting that she shared. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let me gather my thoughts. That she shared the information with her brother Nick, who is on boots on the ground with everything as well. Excuse me. Brooke claimed that she received legit calls from professionals, from police officials to nurses, that they were supposedly with my dad on the day of death, telling ME, I need to see the body cam footage and I need to get a hold of the 911 tapes because they supposedly contain information that could potentially share enough light to change the narrative. Oh my gosh. I'm definitely in. This is a sad story for me, you guys. She said these professionals feel so passionately about what they witnessed. They have continued to contact me and push me to find specific answers to this very day. I don't have the answers, so it's officials who have contacted me about what they witnessed related to this information to the medical examiner office. She said, and if they did, I do not know why it wasn't taken into consideration. Hogan was laid to rest in a private funeral in Clearwater on Tuesday, August 5th, and which Brooke did not attend. She says she has no information as to whether, if he or when her father will be cremated. Her brother told her that there would be an autopsy. Brooke declared that any information from the autopsy will be kept private. Brooke mentioned, however, that all body cam footage and 911 dispatch calls are available via Freedom of Information Act, and she does not know why is it on lockdown. She also debated whether she should question the fact that Hogan's primary care doctor certified his cause of death. Brooke said that ultimately has zero control over the situation. It is up to his dad, wife Sky Daly, as those are the rules she's been told. Before Hogan's death, he and Brooke were estranged, and she removes herself from his will. She, however, denied having any beef with Sky Daly. I have to trust my brother is doing his best to get answers, said Brooke. At the end of the day, answers will be great, but none of these things brings my dad back, and my hands are tied. Brooke said that Brooke said she and her family are already dealing with enough, and she will not be talking about this mystery anymore. Clearwater Police Department is conducting a death investigation. According to previous press release, the department will not be answering any questions about the investigation, but will provide additional information when it becomes available. I'm just give me a second, you guys. Give me a second. I'm definitely gonna miss Hulk Hogan. He is definitely a legend. I mean, he have been in this business for many decades, as a wrestler, many decades, and I'm definitely weeping. Yeah, I'm definitely weeping for it. Definitely. Okay, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on from that. I know we gonna move on. I know it. We gonna move on. Let me take the number down. Okay, let me take the number down real quick. Okay, Tyler passed out and had to be carried in her car. Tyler passed out and had to be carried to her car. WTF is going, what is going on? Let me see this video. Why she passed out? Oh, yeah, she passed out. She had to be carried to the car. We definitely praying for her. She was out at H&M event, and she passed it out. And we definitely praying for her. Pray. Say your prayers. Let me know if you can still hear me. Press 1 in the chat if you can still hear me. Ooh, oh my gosh, I'm so happy for her. K. Michelle confirms marriage and a new country album. Shout out to K. Michelle. We love her. Shout out to K Michelle. She have a new country album coming out and marriage. So shout out to K Michelle. We love her. She said this quote, "I'm not in the best space all the time. I'm human. I'm very difficult when I record, very precise. I'm overwhelmed with my career, being a mother, pressure of giving my husband a baby immediately, something I want to do for him, enter a new genre of music. Not only that, I'm about to release my soul. My album, Country Music is My Soul. Thank God my team knows me. This shelters me. My team understands my passion. I want this perfect down to the very last note. I deserve this. I love my team. I'm just not like most. The making of an outlaw, people don't understand me. I give 0 F. Music isn't something I picked it. I picked it, pick me. See y'all August 29th. So she releasing a new album. And they said, is her husband that white man next to her? Let me see this video. Lord, is her husband white? Her husband better not be white. Her husband better not be white. Let me actually Google K Michelle husband. Let me see. K Michelle husband. He better not be white. Let me see who is K Michelle husband. Oh, it look like he's white. Oh, he look mixed. He don't look white. He look mixed. Is that her husband? Oh, it's just been her ex-husband. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Let me go into my pictures and see images. Okay, these are old stuff. I don't know her new husband. He has a new husband. Okay. I'm mind my business. It looked like her husband, Memphis dentist, Dr. Castan Sims. But she don't have a husband. They said K Michelle does not have a husband. She's with a dentist from Memphis. This according to AI. That she don't have a husband. That's what I'm hearing. That they said she don't have a husband. Okay, so that's what they said. Give me a second. She don't have a husband, you guys. So I guess we would know on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I guess so. But we have to wait when they put the show out. Okay, I don't see her husband at all. Shout out to Drake. Drake have launched Amazon merch, and we love Drake. Drake have launched official virtual Amazon merch warehouse featuring a poop scooter and a body pillow. Drake have partnered with Amazon to launch an official merch warehouse. They said call Drake Warehouse. The virtual store offers a collection of new merchandise from the Canadian star. The first drop includes 30 items spanning apparel, accessories, collectibles, celebrating Drizzy's most iconic albums, according to the Amazon representative. I think that's dope. It's going to be expensive, but I think it's dope that he's doing. I really do think it's dope. I think it's dope that he out there selling merchandise and stuff like that. His career haven't been the same since the whole Kendrick Lamar situation, but I think it's dope. But Wendy Williams speaks out after dementia re-diagnosis. They saw last week the former talk show host guardianship was upheld by a judge. She was diagnosed again with dementia. According to the People magazine, she was first diagnosed with FTD and aphasia in 2023. They said she had been in a court order guardianship since May 2022. As conversation continued to circulate about her health, in 2022, Sabrina Morrison was appointed Williams' conservator and sued against Morrissey and Will Sager, financial advisor Lori, and for a manager Bernie Young. this week, Wendy says she was allowed to go out for dinner on that day. She says she's feeling great. Her attorneys were highly upset at the supposed results. She brushed off questions about Morrissey ahead of dinner Saturday. She told patient, I will get out of my guardianship. And when she get out of that guardianship, she going to be back getting drunk. When she get out of that guardianship, she going to be back being drunk. I'm just saying. Once she get out of that guardianship, it's no shade. She going to be like, can I get a 40? Can I get a English? Can I get a Hennessy? Can I get a Ciroc? She going to be doing all that type of stuff. And she going to be sloppy drunk. Okay? Jussie Smollett said initial reaction to the alleged hate crime against him made him feel extremely emasculated when people were sympathizing with him. So the Netflix documentary, The Truth About Jussie Smollett, is for the actor's 2019 alleged hate crime hoax. They said needs to know Jussie Smollett opened up about a 2019 alleged hate crime hoax in a new documentary, The Truth About Jussie Smollett. In the documentary, Smollett said initial support he received as news spread has been involved in an attack, which he has been accused of orchestrating, made him feel extremely emasculated. Smollett said seeing people talk about him on social media made him feel like he was being eulogized. So Jussie Smollett is opening up about his 2019 alleged hate crime hoax. The new documentary is premiering on August 22nd, so that's tomorrow. Act 43 recalled feeling like I was being eulogized on social media as news quickly spread about he allegedly been a victim of a hate crime, the same crime he later been accused of orchestrating for attention. I felt like I had died and I was alive to see. But people were saying, what's so kind? It was too much for me, he said. It made me feel uncomfortable. It made me feel extremely embarrassed. It made me feel extremely emasculated. Smollett, who is black and openly gay, claimed that on January 29th, 2019, he was attacked by two men while leaving a Subway sandwich shop near his apartment in Chicago. He claimed that the two men yelled racial homophobic slurs at him, put a rope around his neck, and doused him with bleach. After investigation conducted by law enforcement, prosecutor alleged that Smollett staged the attack to get media attention. Prosecutor alleged that Smollett paid $3,500 to two brothers whom he worked with on the show Empire to help him pull off the stage attack. And the truth about Jussie Smollett, Justice claimed he was paid the brothers. Smollett claimed he paid the brothers the $3,500 to get him illegal supplements from Nigeria, which brothers claimed that the actor paid them to beat him up. I believe he wanted to be the poster boy of activism for black people, for gay people, for marginalized people, said one of the brothers. I thought it was crazy, but it was the same time, I'm like, it's Hollywood. This is how it goes. Smollett claims he was playing whack-a-mole with rumors, with lies. At a certain point, it was too many, and you can't catch them all. Following a jury trial in 2021, Smollett was found guilty of 5 counts of disorderly conduct for making false reports to investigators. He was sentenced to 150 days in jail. In March 2022, give a $25,000 fine in order to pay $120,000 in restitution for overtime expenses accused by Chicago Police Department. 6 days to his sentence, Smollett was released on bail. In 2024, the Illinois Supreme Court overturned Smollett convictions. The court ruled that the actor's right have been violated because the special prosecutor pursued charges that was previously dropped by the Cook County State's attorney. The truth about Jussie Smollett calls into question whether there could have been collusion between the police or of the two Nigerian brothers. On the first day, the brothers were placed in custody. Police searched their home, and the warrant would find several guns where the brothers were allowed to possess wasn't allowed to possess since he is a convicted felon. Just feeling open about feelings insecure while meeting new people and all that. So again, he got a new documentary. I'm gonna watch it and then we're gonna review it on the Wiley Show. I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna review it on the Wiley Show. I'm gonna watch it and review it on the Wiley Show. Definitely gonna watch it and review it on the Wiley Show. We're gonna do that. We're gonna definitely do it. Okay. Millie Bobby Brown adopted a baby. Oh, congrats to them adopting a baby. Also, Super Sin got married. Congrats to Super Sin. Got married. Let me see. Congratulations. Here comes the bride, all dressed in white. Here comes the bride, and she's all dressed in white. Yes, she is married. Here comes the bride, all dressed in white. Yes. I am so happy. Oh, what was that? Meatball said she was not interested to a popular spot in Nashville after security told her she looked tacky. Oh my gosh. What? So, do anybody want to call in and give their thoughts about any of the stuff that we talked about? I'm going to drop the link in the chat here. If you want to call in, if you want to dive into this, we are live. We are live on this beautiful Thursday. We are live. If you have something to say, we are live. We would love to hear from you right now. We are live. And also, we do have the phone lines right here on the show here. Give me a second while I put the phone line. If you want to call in, and if not, we're going to bring this show to a close. And we thank you for your support. 972-674-9462. And then also, too, while we wait on that, I've been reading this book, you guys. I've been reading this book. I am now on chapter 8. So we read this book, and so we will be reviewing this book sometime this week. So it might be next week because I'm still reading it. I might be done by Sunday, so we're probably next week. Me and Tasha can be reviewing this book, and this will be by next week. Okay, all right, definitely we'll be doing by next week. Okay. So, and then also we will be doing this cleanse. I told you all it's going to start on September 1st. I'm really looking forward to it on September 1st that we'll be doing this as well. We'll be doing the cleanse. We'll be doing the journaling. And that's start on September 1st. Whatever you want to fast from it. If you want to fast from fast food, you want to fast from toxic relationships, join us for it. It's on Amazon. You all can purchase it. Our Mom Journal, Manifestation Cleanse Journal is available on Amazon, and mine came in last week or sometime this week, and we will be doing that. It'll be a 60-day cleanse. I'm really looking forward to it. That is going to start on September 1st. And make sure you get your pen right and all that good stuff. And I'm really looking forward to it for that. I'm looking forward to it. So hopefully y'all get to come and do this with me. We got a couple of subscribers that say, hey, they will join in and do this with me on the show. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be super excited for you all to come on the show and talk about, doing a cleanse. And that's going to start on September 1st, 2025. I'm really looking forward to it. And also, we have our wish list. Y'all can get the stuff off the wish list. Thank you. And I'm going to post it too, because sometimes I posted it in the chat too, so y'all can give me a second. Y'all can have that, and then we're gonna be going. We was on here for a good hour. Give me a second here. I'm gonna post it, and then we'll be getting out of here. We thank you all so very much. Okay. All right. Let me make sure that I talked about everything that I want to talk about with you all while we're here. Thank you all. Let me see. Give me a second. So it was this story that I want to read you all really quickly. Really quickly, that some people got divorced in Dearborn, and this was in Detroit, some parts of Detroit, and it was linked to the T app. So the T app is facing scrutiny, as the attorney says, linked to a spike in divorces. That apparently the T app has been all buzz in dating circles in recent months, with many people finding what they call false statements made about them online. Now it's been laying a spike in divorces in one metro Detroit community. One Big Picture Fox 2 spoke with a Dearborn family lawyer who says this close-knit community where everybody knows each other, everything is seeing way more divorce cases being filed, all because of apps like the T app. Attorney Muhammad Ali said there are also more domestic conflicts taking place because of anonymous posts claiming that certain men are cheating on their spouse or accusing them of serious crimes or unethical behavior is leading to their wives to file for divorce. For example, when a post were to go live over a certain man who might be an accountant, might be a lawyer, it might be a doctor, it tends to spread like wildfire. And the rest of the community just knows. Whether it's true or not, it really is the main issue, said Ali. Usually the man asking me to file some kind of defamation suit saying a lot of stuff is false or misleading and the women are seeking guidance. What are the options? Do I file for divorce? My husband has been posted on this app. Other girls, they have been talking to him and he may not have been cheating. Dig deeper, as you may know, the T is an app that allows women to post anonymously about men they have dated. Here is what a woman empowerment speaker said how the app like T keep them safe. It is hard to verify if someone's claims are there, but that being said, I think the way that they have been able to try to discourage what's true is when you see multiple claims from women about the same person. Said the women empowerment coach Rachel Slauson, like I ended up on a date and one of these apps basically saved me from continually going out to someone who had multiple reports or are wearing prostitutes. There were very terrifying things to say, and it wasn't just one woman coming forward to say this. This was multiple women that was documented on multiple different accounts. So I think that there is a certain degree of protection that comes when are allowed to have a safe space. It's also leading for more defamation lawsuits being filed. So they're saying attorneys Fox 2 spokesman said the defamation lawsuit could run around $10,000 to file. So y'all got to be careful on that T app. And with the T app, it posts men. They post all negative stuff about men. It was one guy I was following on Instagram. They was posting negative stuff about him. And he said all the women that was posting negative stuff about him are fat and unattractive. So that's what he said about the people in the TI. He said all the people that's posted about him are fat and unattractive. And that's what he had to say about that. So I'm like, OMG. No, he didn't. But that's what he said about that. So y'all got to be careful being on these T apps. It's not that good being on the T app. I think a lot of people that do the T app understand that it's an app that you can post about men, but it also it's an app where you post about jealous stuff too. You could be posting about, say, hey, I'm gonna post about this man. I'm gonna say this about this man, and it also be lies. Just because 4 people are saying it doesn't mean that it's the truth. In this particular case, saying that a man were prostitutes, that could be a lie. If he never been charged with it, that could be a that could be a whole face lie when you do. Hello? Hey. Yes.
Yeah. Why didn't you talk about that?
Oh, okay. I talk about it.
Oh, okay.
You said a man. When did you send that story today?
I sent it to you like a week ago, but I just texted it to you again. It should be the most recent text from me. Thank you, Natasha. She said, if your man is whack, you don't need an app to tell you that. Listen to your common sense. That's the problem, though, Natasha. Most of these women don't have common sense.
No, I don't see that at all. I only see Super Saiyan was a recent text. Let me scroll up. Let's see. Make sure y'all thumbs up. I think you got to resend it because I don't see it. Let me scroll up and see last week. Let me see. Probably went past it. But y'all got to be careful with these T-app and stuff like that. And get to know a person for yourself. Don't be judging a person off the app because it can be just lies.
I just texted it to you again. It says men create T on her app.
Okay, let me see.
Which phone are you looking on? Because I sent it on not this phone.
Oh, you sent it on the phone. Okay, that's why I didn't get it. Let me see. Give me a second. Let me see. Nope, I didn't get it either. I think it's probably like a delay on my end because the last thing I got from you is the Super Sin got married, and that's the last thing.
Okay, well, let me text it.
They said, man, they said these are women that stick by their man when they know he's been convicted of a crime. I need the T-app ask for a friend. It's on your app. You could actually download. Let me see if it's still available. You can download it. Let me see if I can download it.
Yeah, both apps are still available.
Yeah, let me see.
Okay, I texted the other phone.
They got the T-app for man. It's called T Dating Advice. Wait a minute. Let me see. And then the T-app. Let me see if the T-app is still available. The T-app. I don't think it's called the T-app. I think it's called T Dating app. T Dating Advice, I'm assuming. And it said dating safety for women.
Okay, see if T on her is still available.
Oh, let me see. Why is I not getting a text message from you? I don't understand.
Do you need me to send it to you on Instagram?
Yeah, you can send it to me on Instagram. I don't know why it's not send. Why is it not? Let me see. Okay, that worked. Let me see. Probably had a lot of text messages. Probably backed up. That ain't. Let me see it. They said, "Look at Strawberry." Everybody told her. Everybody told her a man was a fraud before she married him, and he went to jail while they were married, and she still stayed married to him. I think she divorced from him now. They said, "Man don't care what a woman does as long as she looks good." So the app is going to be pointless. It says not like the T-app. It needs to get together with the lies. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh, let me see. I'm gonna do it this way. Let me see.
Okay, I just sent it on Instagram. I don't understand why you're still going through this.
Okay, so y'all got to be careful with this. So now it's the same thing. Oh, what? It's not letting me go on Reddit on my phone, so I got to get off that Wi-Fi. They don't let us go on Reddit on here for some I meant to say. Let me do something real quick. Oh, that's probably why I couldn't get it, because it was like a Reddit. Give me a second. Oh, okay, now it's gonna have me do it. Okay. Yeah, Reddit is still popular. So the T on her is a rival T out for man's leaking users' personal data and driver's license. So you guys, on this particular app, a lot of personal information is being leaked. On this app, they said, wait, so they saw what happened with the first app getting hacked and decided to store users' info in the same neglect way. They just want to make money. And so what if both of these apps are the vibe coded using the same model? And so what a horrible idea these apps are. My God. This and the original T was 4 and number 2 respectively on the App Store charts at the moment. For reference, ChatGPT and Threads are 2/3 of what people talking the level of popularity. No press is bad. Press is apparently. Reminds me of Zuckerberg quote from the early days of Facebook. People just submit it. I don't know why they trust me, dumb Fs. So it's like a whole nother app, you guys, that's been going on. So y'all got to be definitely careful with these apps. It's crazy. Definitely got to be careful with apps because it's crazy. It's a lot of crazy stuff that goes on with these apps. Be very, very mindful when you join these apps because your personal information could be leaked. You got to be careful. So you got to be very mindful. All right. So we thank y'all so very much for tuning into the Wiley Show. I will see y'all again. Okay. I will see y'all again. Thank y'all so very much for tuning in. Don't forget that we will be doing our cleanse starting September 1st. And also we'll be back with some more videos tomorrow. Make sure y'all thumbs up the show. The video, share. Also, if you want to, they say if you want to participate and donate to our GoFundMe, we do have our GoFundMe page up. We also have a wish list up as well. And you also contribute to the Cash App at $Wiley Show 1990. Thank you all so very much. Y'all have a blessed day. And yeah, because it's still early where I'm at. It's still early where y'all at. Y'all be safe out there. All right. Bye.